The things that we were actually taught in schools that cows are herbivores, they get their food by eating grasses was, in fact, partially correct. So in this video we are gonna discuss about how do cows get their nutrients from. And don't forget to watch the full video before making a comment. Grass, corn, and wheat straw, hay, are some of the main staple foods given to cattle, which aren't very rich in protein. In fact, they really don't contain much nutrition at all. Just simply put, there's not enough nutrition or protein in grass to feed a cow, even if you could unlock 100% of the nutrients. So how does a cow get protein? If you remember learning that a cow is a herbivore in elementary school, you may remember one other fact about cows, namely, they have 4 stomachs. As a child, the reason why cows have 4 stomachs was probably explained as the way that the cow digests grass. The explanation was grass is really tough to break down, so it has to go through 4 stomachs, where it ferments and degrades so the cow can absorb the nutrients. Well, it's a good explanation, but it's largely incorrect. In reality, the majority of calories, nutrients, and protein that a cow absorbs comes not from the grass or hay it eats, but from trillions of little inhabitants living in its stomachs, going through a constant frenzy of growth, division, multiplying, and eventually dying. A cow doesn't eat grass. A cow eats bacteria, yes, you heard it right, which grow on the grass that it ferments in its stomach. The reason that a cow eats grass is to provide a food source for its real meal, the bacteria. It's the bacteria that break down the hard-to-digest cellulose in grass and convert it into a plethora of different amino acids, which in turn become the building blocks for creating a 1,200-pound animal. In fact, this means that a cow is rather similar to a beer brewer. Both creatures put plant material into a dark, wet, fairly anaerobic, oxygen-starved environment, with the end goal of growing microbes and producing a tastier and more nutritious end product. So here comes another question, that why do cows have 4 stomachs? Well, this statement isn't quite right. It's better to think of a cow as having one big stomach with 4 different compartments. Cows are in a group of plant eaters called foregut fermenters, which means that microbial digestion of the raw plant material happens at the beginning of their digestive tract. Other animals, like rabbits and horses, are hindgut fermenters, meaning that microbial digestion happens towards the end of their digestive tract. In the first chamber, the rumen, the freshly consumed plant material is mixed with saliva, starting the breakdown process to open up plant cells so that microbes can get inside and break down the cellulose and other molecules. The rumen is constantly mixing. The cow regurgitates some of this back up into its mouth and chews it the cud, further adding to the breakdown process. This is why cows in fields always have their mouths in motion, like they're gossiping and talking idly about you only. In second and third chambers of the cow's stomach, the mass of plant bits and microbes are drained of water and fatty acids. It isn't until the mass reaches the 4th component of the stomach, the abomasum, that enzymes and acids begin ripping apart the dead and dying microbes so their nutrients can be absorbed in the cow's intestine. This setup, with microbial breakdown of the food happening at the beginning of the digestive system, makes cows surprisingly efficient when compared to hindgut fermenters such as horses or rabbits. The microbes have a much longer time to break down the food, and the animal has much more time to absorb the nutrients. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Mathins for more amazing and knowledgeable videos like this.